Hello, this is day 47. Check-in for today will involve 3 different subjects. One, I'm going to tell you how I slept last night, obviously. And the second one, I'm going to tell you why I'm not doing my Zing exercises today. And the third one, I'm going to briefly talk about my eyes. So, first of all, I slept really well last night. I slept from 12 till 6:30. I was in a deep dream. I did not want to wake up, but I just needed the loo, so I had to get up. I must have drank too much during the day or something like that, but I'm pleased that I slept that well. So I've been trying to analyse it. And it's funny, yesterday daytime I was talking to a friend, and I was saying that, over the last, week or so, I've not been feeling my normal chipper, how happy I've been. I was going to say my normal chipper self, but, I've been really happy since starting the Zing program. And, before starting the Zing program, I'd been working on my happiness and, the way I look at things and, being, I suppose, mindful, but more than that, it's a little bit more complicated than that. But I've really been looking at, what makes me happy and sorting out my life. And I kind of lost it in this last week. And I was talking to a friend and I said that, maybe it's because I kind of forgotten how I was looking at life and, how I was being, quite, I don't know how to explain it. I'm going to say mindful, but it's more than that. And I was saying that I thought it might have been because of that. And I told her that I was going to make a real effort to get back into that state of mind. So I started reading the same kind of things, listening to the audiobooks that was helping me. And it did actually help yesterday. I felt much happier by the afternoon. And that was just great. I also, because I've been doing a lot of editing yesterday, I found that I watched one of the videos where I said that I'd had a really good night's sleep. And I said in that video, I had a good night's sleep, even though I had a decaffeinated coffee just before bed, and just a little bit. So I thought, right, I'm going to do that just to see if that helps. So I had a little bit of decaffeinated coffee last night, which also could have helped my sleep, because I'm thinking maybe if I'm calming my mind down a bit in the day, that's helping me sleep. Maybe the caffeine, it's supposed to be decaffeinated, but if there is any caffeine in it, because I know caffeine helps some people sleep, that's why I'm thinking that could be useful. So I was thinking that could help. So I had the coffee, and I was talking to her today, and one of the first things she said to me was, "Oh, I sent you some Reiki yesterday," before I went to sleep. And I was like, "Oh, I had a really good night's sleep last night." So now I don't know if it was the decaffeinated coffee. I don't know if it's because I changed my mindset to stop, things going through my mind, overthinking things. And I don't know if it's because she sent me Reiki, which is possible to do over distance. So yes, that's interesting. So here I am with my little tiny bit of decaffeinated coffee as an experiment. So we'll see. So it's like 1 shot, something like that. And I suppose I've been thinking in a similar way as yesterday as well. But I don't think she's going to send me Reiki tonight, because I told her that I'm feeling really good again. So yeah, she never normally sends it without telling me, so that was a bit of a random thing. So yeah, I'll let you know how I get on, obviously, tomorrow. So the second thing I want to tell you is the Zing exercises. I'm not doing them today because there was a problem there's a problem with my card issuing the payment for the third part of the Zing program, because you pay it in sections. I think I've paid 2 already. I'm not sure. I think I'm on the 3rd payment. Anyway, there's been a problem with that going through, and I knew about it, and I emailed and said, oh, this should be sorted in a day or so, and anyway, it wasn't, and the emails kept coming through and I ignored them. Anyway, today I thought, oh, I opened up the app and it said, the payment hasn't come through for 7 days, so we're going to freeze the app. Now, if that happened on any other day, I could have solved it, but it was far too late on a Sunday for me to get that sorted, you know, with the banks and stuff. And I have tried. So what I'm going to do is just not do a day. I did have I had the thought to just do yesterday's exercises, because they won't change much, and you know, I'm sure it'll be fine if I just do yesterday's exercises. And then I remember Alison from Zing telling me that it's really important not to make my own exercises up, not to make my program up, and she said, trust the system, trust the program. And I understand why, because the exercises are designed in such a way to stimulate my brain just enough, but not too much. And I have so many days of a certain exercise, and then very purposely I'm given a break from that exercise. So, and then in so many days it might come up again after I've had a rest from it. But if I do that exercise too many days in a row, it could be detrimental to my my cerebellum development. So yeah, I've decided not to try and be clever, and I'm just going to have to accept it for what it is. And it's just the only day that I've not done the exercise program. And actually, it's reminded me early on in the program, when I was fixated on doing 2 sets of exercises in a day, I did 1 set of exercises, and I remember there was one day that it just got over 12 o'clock. So I decided to, and I wanted to do 2 sets of exercises in that day. So I decided, instead of just missing it and not only doing 1, I copied the same exercises that I did earlier in the day again, thinking that I'd hacked the system. And I'm actually not even going to upload that one because it's really confusing, because I was there looking at my phone at the exercises that I'd recorded earlier that day, and I was watching them on my phone and like following myself, copying what I was doing. It was really weird. I was watching myself and doing the same exercises that the past me did, thinking that I was being clever. But actually, I don't actually know if that would have been detrimental to my development. Looking back, it wasn't as clever as I thought it was. After speaking to Alison, I really realised that. So yeah, luckily she's in my ear like a little fairy godmother, even though I've not spoken to her for quite some time now. So yeah, that's all I can say about the exercises, really. Tomorrow everything's going to be fine, so I'll be able to carry on. It's only 1 day in the grand scheme of things, in 90 days. Missing one day shouldn't be too bad. And it's better to miss it, I think, than make it up. So I do feel that I'm doing the right thing after thinking about it for a very, very long time today. So that's that. That's the second thing I wanted to say. And the third thing was, my eyes. You know what I realised? Was it yesterday or early this morning? I think after watching all those videos, because I've been doing a lot of editing, and I've actually been having fun doing editing, because day 31, when I recorded that one, it was really tough because there was, where I was recording, there was music in the background, so you couldn't really hear the app, and they were playing, quite cheesy music some of the time, and I needed to block it out because obviously I can't put, music on my YouTube channel that, there's laws against that. So I needed to block it out. So I figured out how to do the editing, which was fun. I didn't watch the YouTube videos. I started to watch a video to see how to do it, but I don't like following instructions. I just find it boring. So I figured it out myself, and I had a lot of fun doing that, actually. So yeah, I've bodged an edited video together, a couple actually, and where I've had to like put one and then another one together. So yeah, that's good. I kind of lost my track a little bit. So watching those videos, I noticed that my eyes were looking a lot better than they were at the beginning, in terms of looking like they were together. If you saw any of my earlier videos, I was rambling about how I'd messed my eyes up and blah blah blah, and yeah, I realized that my eyes were working together better, and I'd stopped getting that blurry vision thing, because all my life really I've been the type of person that would be off with the fairies, staring out the window, just being distracted by dust or whatever. That's true as well. I realised that actually one of the things, when I did zone out and just stare at, I don't know, which has been happening all my life, before doing this Zing program, you probably saw me talk about it. It's like I can look at, I don't know, a cup, and it might be one cup, but in my mind there's 2-3 cups in my eyes, because I can kind of see them all going like this, and I end up there like staring at it because I'm thinking, wow, that's really trippy. I've never done drugs or anything like that, but I imagine that must be what it is like to do drugs. I mean, yeah, I suppose it's when you've had a lot of alcohol and everything goes a little bit blurry. I've done that in the very, long time ago now, but yeah. So yeah, I'd just be staring at it. But since doing these Zing exercises, everything that stopped. I've not had that blurry thing going on. So I was really happy. So I was just thinking about it a lot, and I did something. I don't know what it is that I did, but I did something with my eyes. I was maybe looking in a strange way or something at my eyes, just to see, and I felt my muscles kind of pull in a way. I felt them go a little bit, I don't know how I can describe it, but I did something, and now my eyes are sore, and if I look in the mirror now, I can see that they're slightly off again. They're not how they were before, which is not great news. I'm not feeling particularly happy about that, I've got to say. However, I am feeling really happy that this Zing program has actually done what I hoped it would with my eyes. And luckily, because I've been recording these videos, I can see the evidence. Otherwise, I would have just been completely, I would have felt like I was making it up. Now, I'm looking at the camera, like this is where I used to look when I started doing the videos. I used to kind of look at myself when I was doing the videos, so it makes me look like I'm looking, you know, like that. And I feel like that eye is out a little bit and that one's straight. But more recently, I've been looking towards the camera like that. I didn't look towards the camera to begin with, because I thought there's loads of people out there that actually don't like eye contact very much. So maybe it's better if I don't look at the camera. But then I've been watching lots of YouTube videos with that are actually created by people with autism, and they all look at the camera. So I'm thinking, well, if they all do that, then it must be okay. So now I'm just looking at the camera, at the camera. I might be even autistic myself. I've got no clue, but there you go. I won't know unless I do the assessment, which I may do one day. It's on my list of things to do anyway. And I think that's all I've got to say. So yeah, watch this space. Are my eyes weird? I mean, different. They're not weird. You know what I mean? Just, I'm interested in getting them back to how they used to be. Because I was weird before, you know. It's just, I like to have my old weird rather than the new weird, if that makes sense. So anyway, this is a rambly video, but there you go. Sometimes they're short, this one's long. I'll let you go now. Take good care. Thanks for checking in with me. Bye.